Another day, another catastrophe over here at Auto Auction Rebuilds. I'm going to attempt to show you what I did, but before we get started, all right, how about this? Spoiler alert. All right, spoiler alert. I'm going to start off by showing you, boom, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. I'm going to tell you how I did this without removing the transmission. But before I do, you have got to promise me you will never, ever attempt something like this, ever. What I did was extremely dangerous, unprofessional, and should absolutely never, ever be repeated by anyone, ever. Bad idea. So, step one, got to get the wheel off. Guess what? Wheel's got a key on it. Each wheel's got one key on it, and the damn truck didn't come with a key. So, hey, I took a lesson from Sam Crack here, and hey, these are Harbor Freight, all right? And let me tell you something. These Harbor Freight impact tools have been great. I've used them on all of these cars and never had one fail. So these are 19s. I took an 18 and I beat the living heck out of it. And, hey, the wheel came off. So I probably just scrapped this 18, but that's cool. I'll go to Harbor Freight and get another one. Now, the more difficult thing here is to get you up into the, basically into the transmission, where the starter used to go. It's very difficult to fit this camera up in here. We got the wheel off to help give a little extra room for maneuvering around in here. Now listen, guys, again, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how I knocked this thing out. So what I had to do was I had to reach my hand right up in here, turn it, go around the catalytic converter, right, like this, so I could reach up here where this piece was stuck in the engine, or the transmission, however you want to look at it. At that point, I was able to get it to come out part of the way, but I couldn't get it to come out all of the way. I got a pretty good chunk of it, and I want to show you. I got all of it, guys. You probably wondered about that missing piece of metal. There it is. There's the missing piece of metal. So none of it ended up in the transmission, but just in case, we've got a transmission inspection cover right here that has a little plug so you can see your torque converter. And I wanted to make sure any smaller pieces, reach around in there and make sure we got them out. So here's how I did it. And again, don't ever do this. This is a BFB, a big frickin' bar. So I wedged that dang nose tight, got it stuck, wedged in the transmission, bell housing. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I took the tip of this bar and I ran it up behind the catalytic converter, just like so. And I took it and I wedged that sucker up against the starter. Well, what was left of the starter nose. See this little bit of clearance I got here? You see this low profile jack? I lowered the jack as far as it would go, and I put the head of the jack underneath this pry bar, made sure I had a nice solid grip on it. I started jacking until there was just I started jacking until there was a little bit of pressure building up there. Then I got away from it. Now pretend that bar is still there. All right, pretend the bar is still there, because here's what I did next. I'm thinking this thing's going to shatter in a million pieces and I'm going to have like shrapnel in my legs. So I said, I'm going to take this big tire and I'm going to roll it in front of me. And I did just like this. I stuck the tire in front of me and I proceeded to take the jack, and I kept jacking, and suddenly I heard pop, and you heard little pieces of metal. And I thought, oh my God, I saw no pieces of metal on the floor. None. And I was like, great, it all went into the transmission, and I resigned myself to the fact we're just going to have to pull the transmission. So all there is to it, we just got to pull the transmission, screw it. But, lucky me, I climbed under there, and the majority of the nose here, this piece right here, was still wedged in the transmission. Now, it broke. This is where I had the breaker bar, that tip of the breaker bar on here. So it smashed it in, and I guess it broke this ridge right here, and it gave me just enough clearance. I tried to put that back together, but it gave me just enough clearance to be able to stick my hand in there and safely pull this out. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't already know, I am one lucky SOB, because this could have gone catastrophically wrong. This could have shattered into smaller pieces. The pieces could have ended up in the flywheel with the torque converter. We would have had to remove the transmission. This thing could have blown up the wrong direction. A piece of metal could have gone through my leg. There's a lot of things that could have gone wrong. That's why I'm saying I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for this in the comment section, and I'm prepared for that. You know, it is it's a shade tree way, and even shade trees will be mad about me doing this. It's worse than a shade tree way of doing things. But man, I was desperate. I got to get a starter in this thing, and I figured, you know what? At the rate we're going anyway, that transmission was going to have to come out because that piece was stuck in it. Period. You know, that's where we were at. The transmission was going to have to not necessarily come all the way out. We're going to have to unbolt it and move it far enough back that we could get in there and get these pieces out. So if we got to pull the tranny anyway, you know, what the hell is the difference between throwing a jack and a breaker bar on there or a crowbar and just smashing it? Uberman smash. Yeah. All right, I'll say this. I am kind of proud of myself. I really am. But only because it worked. So now I'm going to send you in here and I'm going to show you exactly what I showed you the other day. Let's see if we can work ourselves up in here. All right, so there you go. There is the starter hole. The starter hole. I don't know what else to call it. There's the starter hole. That's where the starter belongs. Hopefully you got some decent light and you can see all right in there. Getting this thing back out is a real pain. I'm sexy and I know it. All right. So you know what it's time for now? I don't know what day you'll see this video. My video scheduling. I'll tell you this, by the time you guys see these videos, usually days have gone by. I get my videos done days in advance, so if something comes up, you guys still have content to watch. Today is Sunday, the 11th, Veterans Day. Get the hell, that's a spider. Get away from me. It is Veterans Day, it's Sunday. For me, it's Sunday. So happy Veterans Day to all of our troops, to all of our members, current and ex, and those that didn't make it back from our military. Big shout out to you guys for keeping us safe and making our lives possible. I know when you see this video, it's going to be like $1 short and a day too late. Sorry about that. But for me, it is Sunday, November 11th, 2018. But for you guys, this will probably be Thursday. Hell, maybe Friday. I don't know. I really don't. The Lincoln is down at the car lot. Stay tuned for a video from Weird Beard if you haven't seen it yet. Like I said, because of how I do these videos, you may have already seen Weird Beard in his video about the Lincoln. But for this, the starter comes in from Amazon, $50 for an AC Delco starter, $50, brand new. All right, that starter comes in on Tuesday, so I plan on getting under here, putting that starter in Tuesday. And by Tuesday night or Wednesday, something like that, we should know if it runs. For you guys, it may be Friday or Saturday. I just don't know. It also depends on what happens at the auction this week. So I guess we'll see. I'm excited. It was ghetto. I should not have done it that way, but I did. It's my life. It's my car. You know the story, man. It was a risk I was willing to take, and in this particular instance, it worked out. I hear the Corvette pulling up. Hey, if you guys have not checked out Honey, please click the link in the description and try it out. Honey is a free plugin for your browser, like for on your computer or whatever, Google Chrome. This plugin, 2 clicks and it's installed, and it literally is free and will save you money. It automatically finds, every time you go to a checkout, it finds coupon codes to save you money. So go check out Honey. And I can't thank Your Mechanic enough. My guy that came out here, Sam, He did very good work. I understand now why he wouldn't touch this thing any further with the nose of that starter stuck in there. I can't blame him, but he did come out here and get this knocked out. So check out Your Mechanic. I got a link for you. Check out Honey. Like I said, guys, it's free. Try Honey. Save money whenever you're checking out. It's no cost, so absolutely try Honey. Try Your Mechanic. I'm going to get out of here. Check out Weird Beard. Don't forget TK's Garage. Fix Bros, big shout out. And a big shout out to Sam Crack for the idea of smashing my Harbor Freight socket onto the lug nut so we could get this wheel off and get this job done. Stay safe out there, everybody. I will catch you very soon. very, very soon in the next one.